when you discuss, it's like we can all just agree on these things and look at the science and we'll fix everything. That's not how it
Oh, no,
works.
I don't think people are irrational at all. And I think that it's very difficult for us to negotiate. And it's amazing that we ever live in peace at all.
Yeah,
it's tremendously difficult.
So tell me, one last question. When are you irrational yourself?
When I'm hungry,
What happens then?
little things bother me far more than they would bother any reasonable person. So that's, and I would say, if you find that you're irrational like that frequently, one of the things you might try is to eat something.
And you have a peculiar diet. You have your own.
You could say that again, yes.
What is it? What's the?
Well, there seems to be some sort of autoimmune condition in my family, and some of it's also reflected in my wife's family, unfortunately. And the culmination of that was that my daughter had an extraordinarily serious set of autoimmune dysfunctions that caused her an endless amount of misery and destruction. And she found out about 3 years ago, as a consequence of very, very careful experimentation, that if she ate nothing but meat, then all her symptoms disappeared. So, and her primary symptoms were degenerative bone disease that had been diagnosed as idiopathic arthritis, which means arthritis with no known cause. And she had her ankle and her hip replaced when she was in her teens because of that, and had 38 other afflicted joints. So it was hell. And she cottoned on to the fact that diet had something to do with it, for a variety of reasons I can't go into, and radically restricted her eating, and all her symptoms disappeared.
So that is why you do it as well?
Yes, well, I had many, but not all of the same symptoms. And I watched what happened to her, and I thought, well, that's impossible, because it was. And she encouraged me to try it, and I thought, well, I can try anything for a month, you know. And so I started for a month, and I had changes almost immediately. And so I've continued with a very restricted diet for about 2 years, and extraordinarily restricted for the last 8 months. So, and that seems to be working for me quite well, even though it's, you know, it has its downsides.